So it's a little bit after 8 o'clock. Yeah, Tuesday, 8 o'clock every Tuesday. SWTOR Galactic updates this thing. So, I'm gonna grab this link here. Make sure I'm live everywhere. And big news, like I said, the voice actor strike is now over. So, yeah. It's being rumored that in August we should get the next story in August. Because the voice actor strike is finally over. I am putting in this week's, thing that you have to do. Which, like I said, tomorrow will be changing. Will be changing tomorrow. Oh, wow, I actually got a follower on Rumble. Okay, I'll have to check that out. So yeah, I actually got a follower on Rumble. Wow. So yep, thanks to Dean. On to the North Table stream everywhere. So thank you again, Angel. Thanks to Dean. Now I didn't win the computer. But, like I said, in July, we're supposed to be getting the next computer, this, that, and all. So you didn't get the chance to win it, no problem. Like I said, in July, we're supposed to have the thing come back. And then Noise, oh, I wish you wouldn't go away, Noise. Because of you and your clip maker, yeah, your string clip maker, I started getting people. That Noise is shutting down at the end of the month. Literally, today's the last day for Noise. Last day. Alright, let's do our intro. Alright, if you want to support me, please go to my Patreon if you want to support me. Alright, so let me do something here. That's how this works. Okay. So, yep, like I said, Saturday they did the giveaway that no, I did not win it. But, like I said, yep, did you didn't get it, no problem. Come July, they're going to be putting another computer again. So, let's go ahead and play it.
Hi, everyone. I am Angel Munoz.
And I am Theodore at Russian Go.
And we are the founders of Beam. Today is a very exciting day for us as we're going to announce the winner of our global PC giveaway. And before we do that, I want to thank our sponsors, Alexander PCs, BitPower, Logitech, Electric Beverage, and Seasonic. Thank you so much for supporting our community and making this incredible giveaway a reality. Theodore, without further delay, I hand it to you so you can select the winner.
Thank you, Angel. Let me press the button. Okay, the
It's
draw is running.
Arganeta. Arganeta. I got that word wrong, but you just start World War III.
Okay, we have the winner, Angel.
We do? Okay,
Yes.
okay. Hold on a second. Give me a moment to adjust here. All right. Okay,
Okay.
so we have a winner. What does the
We
winner
have
get?
a winner.
The
The
winner
winner gets
gets
an
an
awesome,
incredible
awesome
PC.
PC.
Yeah, valued at the whole package is valued at almost $4,000. So who is the lucky person?
This giveaway's winner is Fanatic Gaming. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Fanatic Gaming.
Fanatic Gaming
Theodore,
won.
I'm going to ask you a question just for our audience. How many participants, not entries, because entries will be higher since a lot of people generate entries, but how many participants? In other words, how many people entered this giveaway?
We've had almost 85,000 participants in this giveaway.
In other words, people. That's
Yeah.
great. So out of 85,000 people, Fanatic Game today is the lucky winner. Before we end this, so hang tight. Don't be upset that you didn't win. I wanted to tell you, everyone, that we have already built the next PC for our giveaway with Alexander PCs, which is they're incredible. So they've already handcrafted the next giveaway, and we will announce that in the on the first week of July is what we expect to announce the details. So don't get upset. Just know that you didn't win this one if you didn't win, and hang on because we have even more. In fact, the month of July is going to be a very interesting month for Beam. So I think we're going to get a lot of people on Beam in July. Theodore, thank you so much. Any last words for our community? Just goodbye, I guess.
Goodbye, and you will, as a case of this giveaway, earn a percentage of your current XP for the next giveaway. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
great, Theodore. Thank you for reminding our
you'll
community
get a
of that.
head start if you've already earned some XP in this
Yeah.
giveaway.
All right. Thanks, everyone. And again, the winner of the giveaway was Theodore
Fanatic Gaming.
Fanatic Gaming. All righty. Bye.
So yeah, and as you heard there, if you didn't win, don't worry, you'll be able to start now. They did it like they did last time. If you're starting out brand new, you're at level 1. But if you was here on the last one and you didn't win, no, you will actually be starting on level kind of 5 or 6. That no. So, and again, there's only 10 levels. You just got to get the 10th level, that's everything else and all. And then, like I said, there's only 10 levels. You got to get the 10th level, and there you are. As you saw, I was like a smudge away from the 10th level. I was still a 9, but I was a smudge away from the 10th level, just everything else and all. So, and again, like I said, yes, we now have the option thing going. Um, I think that's it. Yeah, there it is, right there. So, okay, I'm looking to the other screenshot. Alright. Yeah, I need to set this up better. So yeah, as you can see, yes, we now support monetization. If you're starting out and you're, starting, yes, you'll be part of the associate level. I believe I'm going to be part of the affiliate level at the lead. But we've already got one, Angelina Angel. Let's see, is she streaming today or not? There she is. Okay, so she's not streaming. But like I said, yes, Angelina Angel, as you can see, yes, she's got partnership already, did everything else. And of course, she got the noise partnership, which sadly, yep, today's the last day of the noise, and it's shutting down today, sadly. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, she's already renewed her noise partnership thing already. Because again, today's the last day of the noise, that and all. But as you can see, yep, so yep, and as you can see, yep, she's got the partner leveled with everything else and all. So that's what it's going to look like. Oh, I see what she did. She put noise right below it. Okay. But again, like I said, noise is ending today, which is kind of sad. I like the noise platform, just everything else, but it's ending today. But partner, the Dean partner, yep, that's what it looks like, as you can see right there. So like I said, and again, like I said, you'll need to stream 4 hours, this, that, and all. As for, like I said, the platform, now, yes, I've gone back to Logitech, because Streamlabs has a Logitech deal going on that I want to try to collect and try to get, this, that, and all. But again, like I said, you only have to stream 4 hours a day, listen to somebody for 4 hours, and if you do that, then Logitech will pay for my sponsor. If not, at the end of the month, if I don't do anything, then I have to pay $3.95 versus $19 to Streamlabs or $19 to Restream. So, yeah, the $3.95. And you can see the $3.95, I'm pretty much streaming everywhere. I'm not streaming the noise anymore because, like I said, today's the last day for noise. So, today's the last day for noise, so it's shutting down today. But as you see, the $3.95, I'm streaming everywhere. So, and then there's that link there. Yep, that's the link that's done all. So let's go in. Let's go in. And like I said, 8 o'clock every Tuesday morning, SWTOR Galactic updates is weekly. Yeah, so let me sign on my Republic side. Well, here's the thing. Rumor is that the storyline's going to be coming back August. I'm still not resubbed yet, just everything else and all. But here's the thing. In 28 days, rising power goes away, just everything else and all. So in 28 days, it's all going to be kind of going away. So, good morning, little dilly silly. How are you? But not, I'm still not resubbed yet, but in 28 days, yep, this is going to be, going away. Something else is going to get replaced. Not sure what yet, but in 28 days, this will be going away. In 28 days. Yeah, so, you good? That's good. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay cool because, the last 2 days now, 3 days, it's in the 90s, but with the heat index, even though it's like 90, like yesterday it was like 96, but the heat index says it felt like 105. So, yeah, just trying to stay cool on these super hot days. And all I had is like a window AC. So, at night it's good, during the morning it's good, but then as it starts getting hot, yeah, I almost have to sit on top of the window AC just to feel cool because of the heat coming in. Alright, so I don't think I had the gear on this guy. No, I don't. It's on my bounty hunter, I believe. So yeah, I need to switch characters. Because again, like I said, if you want to get this completed, yeah, it only needs technically 3 characters. 3 characters. Yeah, this guy doesn't have anything. So let me go ahead and switch gear. Then again, this guy's still doing the storyline. Yeah, maybe what I should do is continue through the storyline. Yeah, this guy's doing the storyline. And as you can see, yes, I am the 3rd status. But because I have been subscribed after so long, yes, I've got Legacy of the Sith unlocked. Now here's the thing. I forget where. I think Scorchka's got a chart. Yeah, I'm looking at the chart. Yeah, because like I said, it's just the whole entire thing. See, what's getting at is the whole entire push to the cartel. All right, the third status, yes, yes. Okay, so class story, yes. 1, 2. Now, I actually had a friend of mine that was the third status. He was able to play all the way up until basically Onslaught. He was able to play the whole entire Knights of the Fallen entire Eternal Throne, but when he got up to Onslaught, yes, it popped up saying that now to continue on, he had to subscribe. So he was able to play the Eternal Throne and Fallen Empire, but when he got up to Onslaught, it popped up saying, no, you need to subscribe. Exactly, because if you follow the one, um, um, yeah, because I just seen a video. Alright, so it's just a replay of that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Star Wars Central posted a video. Then I saw this like 2 days ago. But he posted a video just that they're all saying that that Star Wars is definitely doomed. Just that everything else, if they don't change the description and the whole entire, how they're getting their money, how they're collecting their money, just everything else. So, Star Wars Central actually thinks that, yeah, within a couple of years, Star Wars The Old Republic is going to go bye-bye forever. this, everything else, because the whole entire push out, cartel market. And I'll be honest with you, I agree with them. This $99, what happened to the $20 tax, the $10 tax, the $5 tax? No, you don't get any of them. It's everything's 99. So I agree with him on that front that, if you're going to be in here, and then the sad thing is the play, like right there, he's talking about, the latest pack, and then like right here, yeah, this right here is annoying. And SWTOR Galactic, when you want to color your outfit, you have to dye each dye, just everything else. And it's not just, like Guild War. You dye one dye, you can completely redecorate your whole armor with just that one dye. Whereas SWTOR Galactic, you dye one dye, okay, now you just did your pants. Dye another dye, now you just did your jacket. Dye another dye. And here he is there, he's talking about the Guild War. And the sad thing is, once you dye that dye is a countdown where you can go back and change and loot and do whatever. And SWTOR Galactic, yes, once you use that dye's gone forever, and you either have to wait till it comes back on sale to get it, or hopefully some crafter can craft it and then pay the crafter, like 10 times, they'll make 10 pieces, 10 dyes to decorate your armor. So and I agree with Star Wars Central. And the sad thing is, because how critical Star Wars Central was, yeah, he's no longer part of the Star Wars Stream team and part of the no longer part of the the Star Wars influencer team. No, he got removed because how critical he was being. But sadly, yeah, I agree with him. We're those old timers. We've seen MMO games come and go. We've seen streaming platforms come and go. But like I said, sadly, Star Wars Central is not part of the influencer team, not part of the streamer team, because how critical he is. But yeah, he actually thinks that in 2 years' time, yes, Star Wars Galactic is going to go die because more and more people are leaving. And the sad thing is, now the only thing is going to come to his numbers. All he has is Steam. You can play Star Wars Galactic, I believe, on Epic. I forget the other platform that you can play Star Wars Galactic. Then there's a self-loading one where you don't loot the Steam, you don't loot the Epic. It's its own loading launcher, just everything else and all. But what he was showing on his video was, the Steam numbers. And sadly, in the last 2 years, 3 years, more and more people have literally stopped playing and moved on to other games, or like me, let their account go to the third status, still kind of playing the game, still doing the dailies, signing into the dailies and taking care of the dailies, this, that, and all, got the third status. Like right there. Rune right there, that's another MMO game. And Rune's been around almost 20 years. So yeah, RuneScape, it's been around almost 20 years. So, yeah, Willy Dilly selling. And sadly, and the sad thing is, I know this guy personally. I talked with him, streamed with him. So, sadly, but like I said, he actually suspects that in 2 years' time, if they see him, there he is, they're talking about, $100 here, $100 there, $100. So, like I said, after I'm done, I'll grab this link and put it in my Patreon page if people want to see his thoughts, this, that, everything else and all. But, I agree with him on a lot of stuff, this, that, and all that. And here's the sad thing. The BioWare is no longer in charge of Star Wars Galactic, Broadsword. Yeah, Broadsword is now in charge of Star Wars Galactic. BioWare is no longer in charge. But here's another kicker. technically EA is still the parent. Even though BioWare no longer has control of Star Wars, it is now owned by Broadsword. But the ultimate decision is still EA. EA is still kind of controlling it, but hopefully with Broadsword, a lot of us was hoping that now that Broadsword owns it, and Broadsword's a well-known gaming platform. But here's another thing. I had seen games come on the Broadsword. Within 2 years, if that game do not start making any money, I had seen Broadsword just flat out, well, we bought this game 2 years ago. This game didn't do nothing for us. We actually had a loss instead of making money, and just cancel it. Just completely cancel it, shut down everything, just everything else and all. So, again, like I said, if they don't start making money, again, I had seen Broadsword just flat out, okay, we bought this game 2 years ago. It didn't make us nothing. We lost money. Shut down. So, I don't know, I don't know. But no, like I said, I'll put this on the Patreon page, just everything else. Alright, so, you know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish the story on this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the story on this guy. If I'm doing the story, yeah, that will get me up, just everything else and all. And hopefully, get this kind of little nothing done. Hopefully. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. But not, like I said, I like what they did. I like how they kind of changed stuff. But like I said, BioWare no longer owns this. It's now owned by Broadsword. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and start. Try to get this guy to the end level. Alright. So like I said, this is basically Legacy of the Sith. Again, if you're not a subscriber, you're not going to be able to see this, that, and all. Again, like I said, I have had people who was the third status get the Night of the Thal and entire Infernal Throne completed, that his onslaught came up, it would pop up, you need to subscribe. Whereas free to play, now you'll get up to Legacy of the Sith and Fallen Empire, and they'll say, no, to continue on, you need to subscribe. So, alright, so let's go ahead and start. And like I said, the voice actor strike is now over. It's being rumored that in August, the voice actor is going to be coming back and taking their role up again in August. So hopefully in August.
Word of caution, Lord Sovo. If my time investigating...
Oh, I don't have the thing active. If you're using the DTS thingy, yes, you want this active. You're using the DTS. You want that active. Why is it always turning on? Oh, goes it in and in? Okay, yeah, there it is. Display something, yeah, there it is. Oh, I can't abandon it. Really? Okay, so I can't abandon it. Really? Hey, Mystic Troll, how you doing, honey?
A word of caution, Lord SWTOR. If my time investigating Darth Naal's work has taught me anything, she did not like visitors.
I do not fear the dead. I knew the moment you asked me here, you finally understood your limitations. It is no secret. Your role in the hand of the Empire should have gone to me. You are clever, I'll grant you that, but weak. We were never truly equals. Your expertise does have its uses, however. Get on with it.
As you wish.
So, yep, like I said, the voice actor strike has come to an end. Rumored they're going to start to get voice actors again in August. Watching them carefully.
Do you know what this is? No, of course you don't.
The mouse shows some teeth. Amusing. But look at this. You've saved me so much time, Rivix.
Don't do anything foolish.
Yep, he walked up. Yep, that is true, Willadilly silly.
You're right, Sovu. We are not equals. But you do have your uses.
Now he has it.
Priority message for the commander. I found something very interesting.
Kill you.
No, you're good. And that is why he sits on
I
the
don't fear the dead
chair.
either.
That's
Put
why
it
he sits
down.
on the chair. Oh, look who it is.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
Nope.
What a shame.
And just like that, she'd get taken down. Just like that. You can see why he sits on the council chair.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing. Here we go.
I've only just arrived, and you're already here to welcome me. Your hospitality is awe-inspiring.
Your message sounded important, so I'm gonna do one.
You found something belonging to Darth Null?
I believe so. As for what it is, that is still a mystery. I have a theory, but that is all it is. A theory. I brought it to you in the hope that you could confirm it. Colonel Gola and Talos Drellick have been hard at work, combing through everything we've found, using the data to pinpoint other locations that may have been under Darth Null's control. But their expertise only reaches so far. You, however, have specialists and resources at your disposal that could identify what we've found.
Okay. I could take it to the hut.
Maybe all the cutting-edge technology in our research laboratory can help. We'll take it there.
To your fascinating hut scientist. I welcome the opportunity to speak with him again.
You say that now, but 5 minutes into his theory on heliocentric gravitational constants, you'll be changing your tune.
Nonsense. That sounds fascinating. Lead the way. I am eager to learn what secrets this relic may be hiding.
As you wish.
Yeah, so let's go to the hut.
We can't do everything on our own. We need more people or better equipment.
And I believe he is this way and Adam. Then down this way. Alright, let's talk to him.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
No, he can't do it. He can't do it.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Had to cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die, or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
And there it is. The more angry he gets, the more it loads. He has to get angry first.
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and won. Bask's son and his Darmanda have taken their credits and scuttled back to whatever cave spawned them. All as expected. What was unplanned, the gap in our armor, is the fear we engineered in our enemy. They brought an entire fleet to rescue poor Shay. Such cowardice in those who call themselves Mandalorians. It cost us what we built on Runuk. We bled, but we gained something far more important. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar.
What?
At long last, we will take back what is ours.
Now it really knows. So, yep, his power only comes when he gets angry.
I meant to say before, I ran into your old friend when I found Null's relic, Tau Adair. She put up quite a fight. She tries so fiercely to hide her contempt, yet she fails spectacularly.
And what was she doing in those ruins?
It sounds like the Jedi are on Darth Null's trail too. We did what they couldn't. We captured Malgus. What makes them think they'll find anything before we do?
Determination, bordering on obstinance. Delusion disguised as confidence. All typical of the Jedi. I'm sure they're desperately searching for their wayward Padawan.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
The intricacies of the device were fascinating. I would be more than happy to go over the details.
Yeah, let's talk about the relic now.
You said you found something, Ogorab. I want to hear more.
Of course. If you can spare a moment, Lord Rivix, we can speak afterward. Until then, I performed a scan that can identify dormant energy signatures, even if all that's left is the smallest trace, invisible to instruments you would find in more modest facilities. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
More to the story? What do you mean?
What else did you find?
A very interesting clue. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That is curious. Before recent decades, Sith did not typically use Adigan crystals. They were favored by Jedi in Darth Nul's lifetime, if she lived as long ago as we hypothesize.
So why did Darth Nul have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
The answer may be more apparent than we think. We know Darth Nul created the Children of the Emperor. Perhaps she used the crystals in her method of binding Jedi prey to her master.
Or was it something else? Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm gonna just go with Tim.
What else could she have built with them?
In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
I'm not sure the victims of Nul's mind control techniques would agree, but I see your point. This might be the time to speak to Malgus again. You can ask about the interesting discoveries we've made here today.
It's worth a try. Something still don't add up. Malgus won't tell us anything. Okay, I'm gonna do Tim.
I can't shake the feeling that Malgus doesn't know Darth Nul as well as he thinks he does. There's only one way to find out.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Alright, so good work, you two. Just this. I'm gonna be nice to that Null, so I'm gonna be nice about it.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
I am more than happy to be of service. Now, Dr. Ogorab, about that containment device.
And you walk away as he starts blathering. Alright, so now that they're blathering... Oh no, he's not there. Oh wow, really? Okay. So yep, now we need to jump back to the fleet. And then we need to go downstairs, which is right there. So yeah, like I said, the race thing no, you go till tomorrow, and this race could be over. I don't know what the next one is. I'll have to look at the calendar, but yeah, the race thing expires tomorrow.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorov paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Null's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Never mind Hedda Cole getting her hands on Darth Null's holocron.
Any idea on the holocron? Okay, Alright, I'm gonna detail.
Do we know what's on there?
We don't, but we need to assume that whoever holds that holocron holds the advantage. Malgus has the information we need, but he isn't talking. We're not running blind, however. What we learned about Darth Null's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Uh-oh.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Hedda, with or without permission.
Shade, no, let Architect donation, shade, don't tuttle. Okay, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna try to help her out.
That's why I'm here. We all need to know more about his plan.
Don't you get it? With the holocron, Hedda is part of that plan, willing or not.
You weren't interested in the holocron when we ran into Sahar.
I wasn't. But I won't let Hedda use whatever's on there to hurt my people. Things have changed between us since Runic. But that doesn't matter right now. So, what's it gonna be?
To get it, Shannon, I'm going yeah, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna have to help us.
We'll work together on this.
Smart move.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
I don't think so. We're gonna be nice. That's a good idea.
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
Risky, but the situation calls for it.
At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
I call the shots. Alright, so let's get some answers.
Stay alert, no matter what. I'm going in. You ready?
Always.
Alright, so let's go and talk to this guy. Oh crap. Alright, lady, get on there. I'll be right back. I have got to go to the bathroom. I can't hold it. Be right back.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
make it all and you got to go. Alright, so yeah, and remember, he's not scared of anything, so if you're trying to talk to him, that's not going to scare him. Tell him all about your plan, that's not the correct one either, because he's not going to talk, he's going to keep it to himself. So the last choice is, how are you, buddy? Number 2.
Have everything you need? Getting enough to eat? Is the chair comfortable?
He sees right through that. Get him talking about himself.
I learned something about Null.
We did a little digging. Darth Null actually used some Jedi techniques. That must be a shock to you.
Do you think there is any knowledge of Darth Null that I do not already possess? It was only a matter of time before you discovered the connection. Her mastery of Jedi secrets is woven into all of her creation. Like her, my vision surmounts Jedi and Sith, Empire and Republic.
Showing our hand wouldn't have been my choice, but you got him talking. Ask about Hedda.
Why is Hedda involved?
Is that why Hedda Cole is part of your plan? Because she's an outsider too?
I have no need for the Mandalorians or their quarrels. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
It's more complicated than that. You know what, I'm gonna take one.
We fight for honor, for purpose. Not that I would expect you to understand.
They only seek to fight their own. And when the victors emerge, they will turn their weapons on one another. Again and again. None of it will matter when the galaxy burns. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear?
Shave Vizsla.
We're having a conversation.
Cut it out. This is between you and me.
It is too late.
Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you.
There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers.
Your people are divided, while Hedda Cole gathers her army.
You are right to come begging for answers. Hedda will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all. A shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them.
They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
I don't understand. I never will. Yes, a shame. They'll always be enemies. You know what? I'm gonna do one.
All your plans have caused so much damage. I don't know how we could ever be anything else.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
Go ahead then, I guess?
What's going on? Is everything all right?
Yes, for the moment. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
Who is the three?
I'm no expert on this Voss stuff. Are you in some kind of trouble?
I am in no trouble. The three are leaders of Voss. There was a matter they wished to discuss. Some confusion they wanted clarified.
Okay, so what happened to you?
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Null's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
Alright, I am gonna rearrange my thingy. Oh, I can't leave the quick bar, really? Okay, so there's that one. They're good. Now I can do that. So there. Now Chet's not showing up in the cutscene. Yeah, because that was kind of annoying. While I was watching the cut, I kept seeing the chat doing its thing. And I was like, really? Yeah. So, sorry about that. Yeah. Alright, so where do we think to go now? Think of boss. What, I don't have no thumbs on this guy? Yeah, I don't have no thumbs, really? Alright, let me go get some thumbs. So yeah, tomorrow, that's going to be coming to an end tomorrow. Yeah, they let it slip, Willadilly Silly. Technically, it's gonna be the insurrection ship. In fact, that's a good point. Let's see if they updated it. Let me see if they updated. Oh, okay, no problem. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, they posted this. But if you'll notice, yes, someone posted the insurrection ship, just everything else and all. But then they removed it, just everything else and all, and then replaced it with this. And if you click on this thing right here, it close up at something firing phasers. So if you click on each one of them, notice the hologram that looks like that's going on. That's a rift opening, that's a temporal rift of some sort. Another hologram look that's going on. And then that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I had to leave this here because again, like I said, they posted the picture of the insurrection ship then they knew the insurrection, and then they got rid of tweaked it, everything else and all, replaced by this, everything else and all. So yes, it's supposedly the insurrection ship from so yeah, it is being run the insurrection ship, from the insurrection knew they, that everything else and all. I know there's a screenshot of it. Ah, thank you to the follow. Thank you to the follow. Okay, that's his ship. There it is. Okay, is that the only picture that we have of it? So yeah, like I said, it is being rumored to be this ship. Again, like I said, yeah, this is actually the screenshot that they showed it, everything else. So this got the screenshot that they showed it, everything else and all. And then this is the other one right here, that and all. So they showed it, everything else and all. Then they removed the tweak that and all, and then replaced it with the, the other tweak that and all with this one. And if you click on this, it closes to something firing phasers. So, not sure why they got rid of the thingy that and all. But if you look closely, that's a hologram ship flying, that's a hologram ship flying. That's everything else and all. But for some reason, yeah, they got rid of the tweak and then replaced it with the, with this tweak right here. So it's being rumored to be the hologram ship from Insurrection. Now, it was also rumored because in the tweak, they actually posted that if you was an engineer, you would have engineer stats. If you was a science character, you would have science stats. If you was a tactical, you would have science tac, basically, if you was an engineer, you would have engineer seats, that and all. If you was science, you would have science stuff. And if you was a tactical, you would have tactical. So the shit would conform to what class you were playing, that and all. But then they got rid of the tweak and then replaced it with, this tweak. So, I'm not sure why, that and all. Now, there is something else kind of interesting. Someone else did a video saying that we've not had a TFO. If you look at our TFO, that and all, we've got the binaries of the star, where when you go in, yes, you are basically being transformed into a ship of the binary star timeline. The Ghost 359, as you go in to take on the cube that's on its way to Earth, as you go in, you would basically take on a ship that was there at the Ghost 359 battle, just everything else. I forget the third one. We got a third one where when you go in, you would transform into a ship of that timeline and battle of that ship, that timeline. So I forget the streamer that talked about it. But he was actually saying, because when he saw this screenshot, he did not see the one before where they had, screenshots of the hollow ship. He didn't see that one. He only saw this one, and also he was thinking that we're going to have another hologram TFO battle, and all. But then on his stream, there was some people saying that, well, you missed yesterday's tweet then, and all, where they posted a screenshot of literally this ship right here, and everything else. Being told that technically the hologram ship does not have engines. Supposedly you need another ship to grab onto it, to move it around and lose it, and all. Now here's my question. If the ship does not have engines and it does not have, good drive capability, hyperdrive capability, then how's it going to get around? Are we going to have a ship that we can't control that's going to fly with us? Or is it somehow, some way, going to actually have engines somehow? So I don't know. But yeah, like I said, Willy Dilly Shelly, again, it's supposed to be the hologram ship. They got rid of the toast, that and all, and then replaced it with this toast. And again, if you click on this, yes, a ship firing phaser is all it says. Ship firing phaser, which I believe is the hologram ship firing its phaser tank. And then you got these two here, that's a hologram. So yeah, Willy Dilly Silly, it's supposed to be the Insurrection ship from the movie Insurrection. So yep, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be from this movie. So hopefully that answers your questions, Willy Dilly Silly. And again, thank you to the follow. So, going back to everything else and all. So yeah, I'm part of the Dean team, this everything else and all. Again, like I said, yes, they have done the computer, this everything else. Tomorrow we're supposed to be getting an update. Now here's the thing. If you didn't win the computer, again, fantastic gaming. Congratulations on winning. The fantastic gaming won. In fact, I'll go ahead and play.
Hi, everyone. I am Angel Munoz.
And I am Theodore at Russian Gun.
And we are the founders of Beam. Today is a very exciting day for us as we're going to announce the winner of our global PC giveaway. And before we do that, I want to thank our sponsors, Alexander PCs, BitPower, Logitech, Electric Beverage, and Seasonic. Thank you so much for supporting our community and making this incredible giveaway a reality. Theodore, without further delay, I hand it to you so you can select the winner.
Thank you, Angel. Let me press the button.
Well, War 3 just started.
Argameta. I got that word wrong, but you just start World War 3.
Okay, we have the winner, Angel.
We do? Okay, hold on a second. Give me a moment to adjust here. All right. Okay, so we have a winner. What does the winner get? The winner gets an incredible PC.
Awesome PC.
Yeah. Valued at, the whole package is valued at almost $4,000. So who is the lucky person?
This giveaway's winner is Fanatic Gaming. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Fanatic Gaming. Theodore, I'm going to ask you a question just for our audience. How many participants, not entries, because entries will be higher since a lot of people generate entries, but how many participants, in other words, how many people entered this giveaway?
We've had almost 85,000 participants in this giveaway.
In other words, people. That's great. So out of 85,000 people, Fanatic Game today is the lucky winner. Before we end this, so hang tight. Don't be upset that you didn't win. I wanted to tell you, everyone, that we have already built the next PC for our giveaway with Alexander PCs, which is they're incredible. So they've already handcrafted the next giveaway, and we will announce that on the first week of July is what we expect to announce the details. So don't get upset. Just know that you didn't win this one if you didn't win, and hang on because we have even more. In fact, the month of July is going to be a very interesting month for Beam. So I think we're going to get a lot of people on Beam in July. Theodore, thank you so much. Any last words for our community? Just goodbye, I guess.
Goodbye, and you will, as in case of this giveaway, earn a percentage of your current XP for the next giveaway. So.
Oh, that's great, Theodore. Thank you for reminding our community.
You'll get a head start if you've already earned some XP.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone. And again, the winner of the giveaway was Theodore.
Fanatic Gaming.
Fanatic Gaming. Alrighty. Bye.
So yes, as you can see, Fanatic Gaming won, and here's the thing. If you're starting out, yes, you're going to get level 1. But if you was part of this one and you missed it because you didn't win it, guess what? You're going to be starting at level 5 or 6. And again, there's only 10 levels. So if you get the 10th level, and if you saw a 9, I would just smudge away from hitting number 10. Or smudge away from getting the number 10. So there's only 10 levels. So if you get the 10th level and you can, do the 10th level, yes, you have a chance of winning that computer. So the whole grind is to get the level 10 as fast as you can and get in there, get everything else. So, and again, like I said, we accept monetization. So 4 hours, got a stream, 4 hours, watch somebody, find 5 people talk to, chat, find to them, get that now. And again, like I said, we've got one person who is part of the Darkness program already. Let me see if she's streaming. Okay, wait till the thing to split. Come on, split. There she is. So, yep, like I said, Angelic Angel, as you can see, she's got the partner thing, that now. So again, you got associate level, associate level, partner level, and affiliate level. Angelic Angel is partner level. I believe I'm gonna get the affiliate level, but it's everybody that joins, yes, you can be on associate level. Everybody that joins, that everything else and all. So yeah. Alright, so let's continue on. And again, like I said, yes, being it's the next generation, if you're still using Streamlabs or you're still using Restream, yes, $3.95. If you do your 4 hours each day, if you have a sponsor, and again, now me, I switched my sponsor. So yep, I switched my sponsor because Streamlabs, it's got a Logitech deal going that I want to see if I can try to collect it that now. But yes, 4 hours each day. If you do your 4 hours each day, Logitech will pay the $3.95 for me. Otherwise, if I don't do anything, at the end of the month, you have to pay the $3.95. But like I said, if you stream for 4 hours each day, watch somebody for 4 hours, at the end of the month, Logitech will pay for my sponsorship versus 19th of Streamlabs or 19th of Restream. So, yep, being it's the new generation. Hi. Alright, so she's way over there. Alright, so I'm not going the right way. Yep, I'm going the right way. Wait. Yeah, there's a lore object up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So yeah, that's a lore object right there. That's a Darth lore object. And here we are.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. When I traveled to the planet in wild space, I found the members of the Force Enclave that I had not been able to reach. They were changed by what they endured there and by what we found, what you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, She awakened that realization. She was looked down upon for this, by those who believed she shared power with the unworthy. She could find no favor among her kind. Darth Nul took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Nul taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary. But eventually, Nul made a connection with someone she did not intend. A being of dark malevolence, the Sith Day. Nul's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Nul.
That's her! Oh my god! So she wasn't a Sith. So I'm gonna go with 2. Wait a minute. So she was never a Sith, she was a Jedi? Really?
If the Emperor made her Darth Nul after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
Jedi such hypocrites? That makes no sense. You know what? I'm gonna do 1. That makes sense. No, I'm gonna do 3. Because I'm gonna point my finger at the Jedi.
Aren't the Jedi supposed to be all about protecting people? What do they call that?
I do not have much to say about how the Jedi conduct themselves. Voss also live by rules that many outsiders consider inflexible. The account of Darth Nul's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
There's unexpected. I need to think about this. Now it's just playing us. I'm gonna do 2. I need to think more about this.
We've been chasing a Sith inventor, but she had a whole other life before that. What if that's where we find the way to stop Malgus's plans?
Then we will find it. Malgus could not keep this knowledge from you. We can find other secrets.
All that you found about Darth Nul, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
Why the secrecy? What are they gonna tell me? I'm gonna do 1.
Why won't the Three let anyone know what's in this vision? It could be something that affects them.
Just as they refused to explain the contents of the vision, they refused to give a reason. It is their right. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision, but they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
They tell another thought, we have the reason. You know what, I'm gonna say 2, because guess what, we do have the reason.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The Three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. You have a reputation of persistence and tenacity. They will not turn you away so easily.
There's the girl. Alright, so how should I handle the Three then?
I don't want to cause a diplomatic incident or anything. Do you have any advice?
Be conscious of the struggles of Voss. Be considerate of our views. Little else is needed. Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
Alright, so yep, as you saw, yep, Darth Null was a Jedi, but then she got expelled in the Jedi Order. So she went to her own place, created her own group that did everything else and all. So yeah. Alright, so Gideon then, that's the girl. Alright, not sure why. Yeah, kick is not the buffering. But for some reason while I was doing this, I saw kick 3 times saying that it just started streaming. I was like, I've been streaming kick. Why are you saying I'm starting? So I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright, so let's head on out.
I had hoped the Three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Give it time. The Three will grow tired of the delay, and they will make it known.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of noticed that, Willy-dilly silly, because for some reason, Chick keeps kicking in, saying that I'm starting, just everything else and all. I'm not dropping trains, I'm not skipping trains, but for some reason, yeah, Chick keeps constantly. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call it that now. Yeah, I think I've still got an hour left, but I've got Data Girl reaching out to me. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. Yeah, I still have technically an hour left, but I don't know why. Like I said, I get past that second hour and everything's fine. But as I pass that second hour, going to third hour and fourth hour, yeah, I start having trouble for some reason. So I don't know why, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it, just everything else and all. So, but yeah, like I said, tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning, the thing was going to be updating tomorrow. So yeah, every morning, 8 o'clock nighttime, yeah, every Tuesday, the server's reset, just everything else and all. And again, like I said, yep, you got 28 days left to do this, that, and everything else and all. The voice actor strike is now over, but it's being rumored that in August, they're going to pick up, so we're going to get a ticket on the Nugget story, dollar the Nugget story, and all that stuff, just everything else and all. So it's being rumored that in August, we're going to get the next continuation. But yeah, in 28 days, yeah, this is going to be coming to an end in 28 days, which is, if you look at the time, yeah, that's going to be about August. So, yep, perfect time. But I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. You know, so like I said, I don't know why I'm buffering. So, all right, well, here's our ending. Data Girl, y'all calling to me and I need to go see Data Girl. Alright, so yes, I use Streamlabs to do my streaming. There's no affiliate code to Streamlabs. Otherwise, check out those other links. Yes, I post all my work on my Patreon page, so yep, check out my Patreon page, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye now. Bye, Willy-dilly silly.